Ladies and gentlemen, imagine stepping into a place where Christmas lights glow like stars, where snowflakes dance in the air, and where a fairy tale comes alive before your eyes. Now imagine that the magical world you're entering was created by a queen. Tonight, I want to take you right into that moment. And thank you for joining me on this journey into one of Copenhagen's most enchanting traditions, a Christmas night inside the legendary Tivoli gardens, where royalty, artistry, and storytelling meet under a sky full of winter lights. Picture this: Tivoli is dressed for Christmas. Warm golden bulbs hanging from every rooftop, the scent of roasted almonds floating through the air, children staring wide-eyed at decorations that look straight out of a fairy tale. And right in the middle of this winter wonderland stands the Tivoli Concert Hall, glowing, grand, and ready for a truly magical premiere. On this very special evening, the spotlight wasn't just on the dancers. It was also on the guest of honor of the night, Her Majesty Queen Margrethe. And not because she's a royal spectator, but because she is the creative force behind the entire production. Yes, Queen Margrethe is the scenographer and costume designer for the Snow Queen. Every shimmering gown, every icy backdrop, every enchanted forest scene, designed through her imagination. It's a side of the queen that not everyone around the world knows, her lifelong devotion to art, theater, and storytelling. But she wasn't alone in celebrating the evening. Sitting among the audience were Count Nikolai, Princess Benedict, and Queen Sonja of Norway, all there to honor the queen's artistic work and the magic of the performance. Now let me take you into the heart of the ballet itself. The story of the Snow Queen begins with two children, Gerda and Kay. Best friends. Innocent, joyful, inseparable. But like every great fairy tale, trouble arrives in the form of something small, something unexpected. A shard from a magical mirror, a mirror that twists the heart and changes the soul, strikes young Kay. And in that single moment, everything changes. His warmth fades. His happiness disappears, and he is drawn, almost hypnotically, into the cold, mysterious world of the Snow Queen. With Kay taken to the Snow Queen's ice palace, Gerda refuses to let fear, or danger, stop her. She begins a courageous journey, one far bigger than her tiny shoes and tiny frame suggest. Along the way she encounters enchanted gardens, royal palaces, even a band of robbers. She faces choices no child should have to make, but every step, every trial, brings her closer to Kay, and closer to proving that real friendship is stronger than any spell. This journey, filled with magic, danger, and heart, becomes the emotional core of the ballet. A story told through movement, music, color and light, and of course, Queen Margrethe's own signature creative touch. What makes this ballet so special is not just the story, and not even the royal involvement, but the combination of everything. You have Queen Margrethe's imaginative sets and costumes, Holland's atmospheric, modern score, Yuri Posokov's dramatic choreography, more than 30 dancers bringing Andersen's tale to life, and the full Tivoli Copenhagen Phil Orchestra surrounding the audience with music. Together, they create a world that feels familiar, yet completely new, a fairy tale reborn for today's generation. And for the audience that evening, especially the children sitting forward in their seats, wide-eyed and silent, it wasn't just a show. It felt like stepping inside a storybook. A world where winter doesn't feel cold at all, it feels magical. At the end of the premiere, the dancers lined the stage, taking bow after bow as applause shook the hall. And then, a very special moment, Queen Margrethe herself rose to join the cast. A queen standing shoulder to shoulder with artists she helped inspire. It was a celebration not just of a performance, but of creativity, tradition, and the simple magic of storytelling. Ladies and gentlemen, the Snow Queen at Tivoli is not just a ballet, it is a yearly reminder that imagination is a gift, that stories connect us, and that no one is ever too old to believe in a little Christmas magic. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.